Hey everybody, Mark Henderson of MWH Adventures. So this video is not about hunting or fishing, but what it is it is a charitable initiative that MWH Adventures has teamed up with Tokoloshe Safaris. That's the safari operator that I did that entire Zimbabwe hunt with. And this charity project is actually for the girls that are in the Sinansengwa secondary school in Michelin Village. I had to look over here to make sure I can get that right. But it is for all the girls that are in that school. There's going to be an interview that's following this right now that kind of explains what's going on and what the project is really all about. So we've done a lot of work in trying to figure out how to make this happen from stateside and getting the materials into Zimbabwe and to the girls and getting the actual products that they need, the packages. And we've put a lot of work into it. We've hit some hurdles, but we have finally got this figured out. And so the money that we're going to raise, we need to start off with to be able to cover all of the girls that are in the school right now, just to cover them and get them all a package, is going to be $3,500. That's the goal we have set for this initial part of this project, to get everybody at least going, get them all one. Now later on we can add more for the girls that'll be coming in and this, that, and the other. But to start this all off with, that's what it's going to take, and that's what we're trying to raise. So I'm going to post my Venmo on here. This Venmo account is to MWH Adventures. It is solely for this project. So it is MWH-Adventures. Like I said, I'll post that again in the video, and there's an interview to explain really kind of what this is all about. But I would really appreciate it if y'all could, find it in your hearts to please donate to this. This is a good thing for these kids, and it is hunter driven, but it's not about hunting or fishing. It is about the young ladies in that region. Thanks.
Hey everybody, Mark Henderson with MWH Adventures. So this is kind of a wrap up and a whole separate little thing I want to discuss about that I run into on this trip. And so today with me I have Mrs. Sarah Valder and Miss Liesl Denny, she is the owner operator of Tokoloshe Safaris, and Miss Sarah is her camp manager and general do everything go-to gal. And so hey, thanks for sitting down with me real quick. Liesl, I want to start off with saying what a great safari. It was fantastic. Your staff was awesome. The hunting area was you have to hunt, but man, the game is there. It is amazing. And I didn't even get to go to the concession. And I know you've worked really hard on that, and it's coming along. And I hope that I can come back in the future and we can get out there, because there's a sharp screw spot out there that I need to find. But tell us a little bit about that concession, what it was like when you first started.
Well, when we first started, it was in 2017, and there was nothing, absolutely nothing. In the last few years, we've managed to put water down for the animals, put blocks, and now you see everything. You see kudu, impala, buffalo, elephant. I mean, even the elephants feel safe there. They have their babies there.
Wow.
Leopard. It just became such a paradise.
Yeah, and you're working it and you're managing it.
Yes.
And you've got everybody else also bought in on the fact that, if we take care of this, it brings finances into the area.
Yes.
And so, there's a lot I touched on these videos and on this particular hunt on that area, but Tokoloshe Safaris is not only just involved in the animal hunting, aspect of that area, but with the communities there as well, in all kinds of manners. And that's one of the reasons, the main reason I wanted to sit down for this particular segment, and I want to turn that over to Miss Sarah. So explain, one of the project that you spoke to me about.
So the project that we are we're quite passionate about are girls. In Zimbabwe, you will find that they will not go to school between 5 and 7 days of the month because of their monthly cycles, and it's because they have no access to any pads or anything that can help them be at school and not be uncomfortable. So that's when I chatted to you about possibly getting some sponsorship or something for these girls so that they don't miss school. And now is quite an important time of the year because the older girls are writing exams.
Yeah.
So, and this is all based with Tokoloshe and their projects and the school things that they do. Obviously there's a lot of other things that they've done, but this one I think is quite close, particularly to my heart. And I think that a lot of the girls would really appreciate something like that.
Yeah, and whenever you first told me about it, I never even thought about that. It never even crossed my mind that this is an issue. This is a problem.
It is.
Where we can buy some of these reusable pads and have them shipped into South Africa. Perfect. And then it'd be channeled in on to you here. They'll come in the little bags, carrying bags, but what's going to make it worthwhile is that they're going to have something that they can actually clean and use, and it lasts them a period of time.
It does.
And it covers, say, and then the week, because running water is also an issue as well. It's not like you can just go and drop it in the sink and rinse it out and here we go. I mean, it's a process for the water. So there has to be a certain number for each and every girl. But I'm so excited because to get this done, I can't imagine what they're going to feel like.
What'll be lovely is when we do take it to them. Obviously, we'll get somebody to video it for you, to show whoever has sponsored exactly where they're going. And I'm also quite excited about how they will react and how they will feel.
Yeah.
There's 100 girls in the one school, in the high school, and this will be life-changing for them. I know it sounds weird, but it'll seriously be life-changing.
Yeah, no, and it's hard a lot of times for us to imagine that, but I definitely see where it is.
Yeah.
And going a little bit further into just the general aspect of it, the hunting industry in that area is really kind of the only industry, isn't it?
It
is definitely.
So if money isn't being generated for everything, all the way down to products for kids in the school or to the clinics and everything. Even the clinic was built by hunters' dollars.
Yes,
yeah,
it was.
And so it's hard to imagine. And that's the one thing I kind of want to put out there is that it's not even about the hunting. Not all the time.
No.
It is about the hunting industry as a whole that is bringing the money into these rural areas. So, and I spoke in another video segment about it's the only employment. And so for this individual to be employed by Tokoloshe Safaris, they're the breadwinner for a lot of families.
A lot
of families.
They are. And they're a community that will always support other people as well. So the hunting industry has really changed their lives. And it's really weird for me.
Yeah, I know. I was going to mention that. So I've had you tell me that you have such a history and experience with the photo safari.
I do.
And the tourism industry, and not only Zimbabwe but in Tanzania and Botswana and Mozambique, and so it was a little bit difficult to come onto the hunting side. But I've also had you tell me that you've seen that difference. Not that you want to be a hunter, and
No,
that's fine.
no.
But you recognize what it does for that area and for the people
Absolutely.
and the animals as a whole.
Absolutely.
Without it,
Yeah, I mean, Tokoloshe has made such an impact on that community, and how can you not actually endorse that or feel well done for something like that? And it's you hunters, actually,
yeah.
by buying the hunts through Tokoloshe. And honestly, it's changed my perspective completely.
Well, that's awesome. I hope that things like this can reach out to everybody, you know, that has an open mind and that they can see what it's actually doing, and get behind the whole process of how it works, because, you know, it's the only model that works.
It truly is, and I've been in tourism for years.
Yeah.
Yeah. So thank you.
Well, we got to wrap this up because I got a bird to get to. But hey, thank you very much for sitting down and visiting with me on this. And you know, I'm going to do my part once I get home, and we'll get the links put up, and we'll get this all put out on YouTube and Facebook and some of the other media outlets that I can get this to, and so I can get this out there, and everybody can, you know, help out and that wants to be a part of this and support this, and we can get this going for these gals, and hopefully, you know, make a big difference in their lives. And there's other projects too that I'd like to, you know, work with y'all on in the future.
You.
But it's been a fantastic safari. I appreciate it so much. And yep, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mark. You've been great. Thank you.
All right.
It's really awesome.
And hi, Wendy.
Hi, Wendy.
Yeah. Hi, Wendy.